Welcome back, Legendary Potato here, and today I'm going to be going over a really cool seed from Minecraft Console Edition. This seed has all the structures, or all the main structures that you can find in the game currently as of 2018 TU62. So I'm going to be talking to you guys about this seed. Hope you guys will enjoy the video. Of course, if you do, make sure you do leave a like on it. But this seed's a really cool one, so let's get right into it. So this is going to be where you spawn around here. This seed was previously shown off by Toycat, but however the seed has actually gone over some changes, so some things are in different places, and there's actually a lot more cool stuff. So let's get right into that. So when you spawn in, you're going to spawn in right around there-ish. So once you spawn in, you'll be right next to a village, which actually happens to have a blacksmith. So right away, within the first minute or two, you can get yourself diamonds. Look at this. Looks like I got some diamonds in here. Can't guarantee diamonds will be in your chest, but what I can guarantee is that you can get some really cool loot right off the start of the game. So you can get some stuff from there, you can steal the furnaces, do whatever you'd like to do, steal the crops, so tons of potential there. Of course, there's a cave you can go inside of there. I think that goes pretty deep down as well. I kind of went in there a little bit. But yeah, so here's the first village. I believe there's a couple on the seed. But this seed actually has some really cool biomes as well. So let's show you guys the overlay. So pretty much we're at the bottom right of the map. And so there's the giant snow biome there, which is actually an ice spikes, which we'll get into a little bit in a little moment here. But let's keep going around the map. So right over here is actually going to be a monster spawner. So if we walk over here, over this mountain, and this like really cool mountain looking thing here, actually a really cool place to set up a base maybe if you want to do some sort of cool mob grinder thing, whatever you want to do, coal, stuff like that. But we have a spider spawner. So if you want spiders, there's spiders right there. There's some chests. Let's see if we get anything nice. Nothing too exciting in our case there, but maybe you'll get something cool like a golden apple. Not too sure, of course, but that's the first dungeon I'll be showing off right around here. So if you do want to see this one, of course, it's right around these coordinates, but you'll be able to find it, of course, right by spawn, right over there. Just come over to here, you'll be able to find it really easily. So the next thing you'll probably notice, of course, is the Woodland Mansion in the background. So I'll get into that in just a moment here. But there's actually a really small weird village over here as well. So this one like has like this weird mountain thing, and like it cuts off here, and it's a really strange thing to look at. But there is a village here. There's a well, there's some houses, some crops. So pretty cool stuff. You can trade with the villagers. So lots of villages right by spawn, which is great as well. So, and there's also a really giant cave, so if you come into here, as you can see, lots of cool stuff going on. So you could easily find diamonds and stuff if you go down there. Like, just by the surface light here, we're already down to layer 28, so you can find diamonds just by going down a few extra blocks. You'll be able to find stuff, so maybe don't go in that lava pit, but you'll be able to find a lot of great loot down there. So then let's go to the Woodland Mansion, which of course is pretty exciting as well. So you guys can go to the Woodland Mansion, not too far away, right around here at these coordinates as well. You'll be able to obviously notice it when you see it, so not a big deal there, of course. So here's the Woodland Mansion of the seed. If you want to get your totems of undying, get a bunch of your cool loot, whatever you can find in here. I didn't go and discover too much. I didn't really look inside of these things, but you can go ahead and see for yourself, see if you find any cool loot. And yeah, I mean, these things are just awesome. So these are one of the best structures you can find in the game. So as well as that, there's a little bit of a mesa biome over here. So if you're into that sort of thing, there's a little bit there for some of the stained clay, or I guess called terracotta now. So there's some of that there. I assume if you expand out the world, you'll get more of a mesa biome out here. It looks like it cuts off at this point as well. Something interesting to keep in mind. So I believe that's everything in this little area here I wanted to go over, of course, as well. There's another little cave there. But of course, we go to the next structure, which is going to be the desert temple. So right around here, a little bit more past the Woodland Mansion. And so we can go inside here and around these coordinates, and let's see what sort of loot we can get here, of course, as well. So just go ahead and break these things. So let's see, we got a feather falling 3. That's not too bad. Oh, there's actually a golden apple in there as well. Nothing too much. Another golden apple, and just some other stuff as well. So you can get a bunch of cool loot right away as well if you go into there. So really cool early game stuff if you run over here as well. Lava pit if you want obsidian for anything. And then here's our third village we've seen. And so no blacksmith in this one, but there are tons of villagers you can trade with, tons of animals that spawn because it is in fact a plains biome, so I can guarantee that you won't actually be starving. But other than that, tons of cool stuff. You can get books for bookshelves, and there's a cool cave here as well. So I don't know if there's anything interesting in here. I didn't actually look in here, but if you do find anything in there, let me know. But yeah, this place looks like it'll give you lots of cool stuff in here. So yeah, if you do want to check this place out, then can go ahead and do that. Looks like it goes really low underground, so yeah, crazy mine right there if you want to go for that. So let's get out of here before we get lost, because quite honestly I would be too curious and want to see more. So cool mine there if you want to go check that out as well. So then let's move on to over here. I don't think there's anything too interesting over here, just a bunch of forests. So if you want a bunch of wood, that has you covered. Some cool mountains if you want to set up your bases on here, and this weird floating blocks occasionally, so that's the thing you can look out for. But we come over to the jungle, and so you've probably already predicted what we're going to check out next, because it's going to be the jungle temple. So we come over to this first one here. As you can see, we have our first jungle temple, so you can just come in. I think the front's over here, but you can just break in, of course. These things are really easy. So yeah, you can come down into here, get your sort of loot. So really easy to do that. I think you can just break here, get your loot right there. Got some emeralds and iron. But of course, your loot's probably going to vary. Can't guarantee you'll get the same loot as I do. Maybe yours will be better or worse, but yeah, so that's one right there. But there's actually a second one as well. So here's the first one. Here's the coordinates of this one. It's kind of at the top middle of the map. You'll be able to see it, of course. But then we go over to, oh, actually you can get some watermelon there as well, in case you don't find it in a mine shaft, which we'll get into that as well. But there's actually also another one over here. So you just kind of travel a little bit more over this way, which is right around these coordinates here. So if you do want to check that one out as well, right here. And so then we can go ahead and break in. We'll just break in right here. Then you can go ahead and get this loot, same as before as well. Same sort of concept. You can go ahead and get that right there. Yeah, so nothing too interesting. I kind of wanted to see if I get any cool loot. There's some decent stuff. But yeah, so let's get out of there. That is the jungle temple. Pretty cool loot. So yeah, both of those right there, very easy to find those. You do have to do a little bit of jungle navigation, which isn't always the easiest thing in the world. So let's move on to the next thing, which is going to be over this way. So we'll kind of carry on. I don't think there's too much going on here, but we do have some other stuff as well that's worth noting. So a bunch of forests here, again, if you need more wood for anything. But we also have is the swamp, what is it, the witch hut. So there's actually still a witch in here, which is pretty cool. So if you want to kill your witch, get whatever, there's just a cool structure there. They're not too interesting, but there's also a cool survival island over here. If you want to build on a survival island, this might be your sort of thing as well. Look at that. That's pretty neat, isn't it? Maybe there's even a mine here. No, it's just a little tunnel. But if you're into survival islands, then that's got you covered as well. But there's also going to be the ocean temples. So as you can see, ocean monuments right over here. So here's the coordinates in case you don't find it. They're a little hard to find sometimes, but here it is right there at those coordinates. And I'll go ahead and put on a night vision so we can see it a little bit more clearly, of course, as well. So let's just go and do that. And so you guys can see it here. So you can go ahead, get your guardians, get your sponges, and everything's good there. You can see an elder guardian there. And yeah, pretty cool there. But as well as that, there's actually another one. If we travel a little bit further over this way, we'll be able to find it as well. There's some squids there. But we go over this way, and you'll see is that here's the second one. So there's actually two of these, which is really awesome. So you can go ahead and get tons of guardian stuff and tons of sponges, which is really nice as well. So really easy to find, of course. If you want to find both of these, you can find them on the map around these two locations. So I'm going to go ahead and then drink a milk bucket because I don't want these anymore. But yeah, those are the two things there. You can see the guardians shooting them. So in case you miss it, you'll be able to see the guardians shooting the squids under the water. So it'll be pretty bright and obvious. But we'll move on to some of the other stuff here. Some pumpkins if you want pumpkins, because they're pretty rare sometimes. And so this is pretty much just a snow biome. Not much going on here, but there's actually another village over here. I believe this is village 4, but the villages on the seed are not the best. But as you can see, this village kind of generates at the edge of the world. Nothing too exciting there. The crops aren't even there. There's like a villager or two. Not much going on. And then there's a mountain here. This is pretty much the corner of the world. Not really interesting. And then we come over to here, and we have the ice spikes biome. So if you want to see the ice spikes biome, it's this whole area right around here. There's tons of this stuff. So if you want to get tons of packed ice, which is sometimes really hard to get, you can get tons of this. So I can just go ahead and break all of that, and you get loads of it. So yeah, just get your Silk Touch. I think you need Silk Touch for that. So if you get lucky and get Silk Touch in one of your structures, then you'll be able to get that as well. But I did miss some things over here, so we're going to go ahead and run back over this way because there actually are some other things as well that are worth noting. So let's start off with, I believe this is one. right over here. So if we go inside of here, then we'll see is that we actually have a stronghold. So as you can see here, we have the stronghold. In case you do want to come over to here, of course, here's the stronghold coordinates right there. So pretty low underground. And if you dig over this way to this chest, you'll be able to get some chest loots there. So nothing too interesting in my case. But you can discover this place, get some more stuff. But there's a chest right there as soon as you dig down. So that's that. There are no pearls inside here, no eye vendors in there, so keep that in mind as well, is that there's none inside, so you have to get some of your own. And I believe I actually missed some other things over here, which I kind of just flew by really quickly, so let's go ahead and check those out as well, because that's worth noting. So over here, yeah, so we'll go over to this way because this is really neat as well. I believe we have another dungeon that actually connects into a mine shaft. So let's go into here at these coordinates right around here. And so then we'll go right on in. Right, this. Okay, so here's the mine shaft here. And I believe, okay, so here's the dungeon. Has a skeleton spawner inside of it. Let's see if we have anything cool. Doesn't seem like it. But yeah, so you can get some cool loot in there. And I believe down this way as well, you can actually find a cave spider spawner. So right over this way, right in here. So as you can see, there's a cave spider spawner as well. So if you want either of those things, then you'll be able to get them. There's tons of chest loot as well you can find. So wherever that might be, this is where the start of the stronghold is, or not the stronghold, the mine shaft. So you can find stuff in there. There's nothing in there for whatever reason that might be. But yeah, so that's that there. There's another one. They seem to be spawning blank. That must be some weird glitch. But as you can see, of course, so tons of cool stuff. And yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to show off. There was another part of the mine shaft if we come over to here as well. So yeah, you can come to this part of the mine shaft, which is around here, which you'll be able to find 4 diamonds in. So really exciting there. If you want to get some of your diamonds, there's some right there. You can get another mine shaft chest you can get, which seems to be blank, whatever reason that's about. Don't really know, but of course you can go ahead, discover, try to find some more diamonds in this place, but those are just some quick, easy diamonds to find, of course. But I can guarantee you there's a lot more diamonds in here if you just keep looking. But yeah, cool mine shaft here if you want to get tons of the cool mine shaft loot, because these are one of the more exciting structures to get. You can get tons of the rails and everything like that, so really cool stuff there. And I believe these are actually in slime chunks as well, so you can get some slimes if you want to. But yeah, ooh, what's this? Oh, it looks like another. Oh, actually, maybe this is where we were before. But yeah, as you can see, there's that from earlier. So let's get out of this place and we'll go back up to the surface. But I believe that's everything I wanted to show off to you guys. So we can get out of here like this. But yeah, pretty low underground. It's around by the ocean. So do be a little bit warned about that. It's something you have to look out for. But I don't think I marked out the original place I dug down for the mine shaft. But it's somewhere around this location at least. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy the seed. Of course, I thought this was a really cool seed to check out. Has all the main structures that you would want to find inside of a Minecraft world. So it does exclude things like the igloo and the desert well, which honestly, those aren't really too important. They're kind of the least favorited ones. But the main big ones, there's actually plenty of those. So of course, that's the important part. If you guys did enjoy the seed, let me know by leaving a comment and a like on the video. Let me know what you guys think, of course. But I showed you guys tons of cool loot they can get in the map, which I think is really neat. If you do use this for your survival seed, I would love to know. Let me know down in the comments section. But it has lots of pretty biomes as well. Like you come over here and it's got like this cool mountain over here as well. So lots of cool stuff to look at and check out. And I think it's a cool seed. So hope you guys did enjoy the video. Of course, if you did, make sure you do leave a like on it. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you guys want more seeds, let me know down in the comments section. This is kind of a new thing I'm doing. See how it turns out. But I think seeds are pretty cool to look at. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys, and peace